Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is for intermediate English learners. Ready? Well, let's get started. B1, B2 English Story. Work-life balance. Emma had been working in a marketing job for nearly 5 years. At first, she loved the excitement of the job and the busy office environment. She enjoyed the challenge of meeting deadlines, managing campaigns, and collaborating with her team. But as time went on, she found herself working longer hours, even staying late at the office or checking emails at home. Her weekends became shorter as she prepared for Monday's tasks, and she barely had time for herself or her family. Emma was starting to feel worn out and realized she needed a better work-life balance. One evening, after another long day at work, Emma met her friend Lucy for dinner. Lucy worked as a teacher, and although her job was also demanding, she seemed more relaxed and happier. Lucy noticed that Emma looked tired and asked her about it. "I feel like I'm always working," Emma admitted. "I don't even remember the last time I had a weekend free from work emails or reports." Lucy nodded sympathetically. "I used to feel the same," she said. "But I realised it wasn't good for me. So I made a few changes to create a better balance. Now I set clear boundaries." Emma was curious. "Boundaries? What kind?" "Well," Lucy began, "for starters, I decided not to check my emails after 6 p.m. My evenings are my time to relax, and I don't let work interfere with that. I also make sure to keep my weekends free unless there's an urgent task. It gives me time to recharge, and I feel more focused when I'm back at work." Emma thought about this. It seemed simple, but she wasn't sure if her manager would agree. What if my boss expects me to answer emails in the evening? "You could have an honest conversation with your manager," Lucy suggested. "Explain that you're trying to improve your productivity by setting a better work-life balance. Most employers understand the importance of this, especially if it means you'll be happier and more effective at work." The next day, Emma decided to try Lucy's advice. She spoke to her manager and explained that she felt she was constantly working and needed to make some changes. To her surprise, her manager was supportive. "We want you to be at your best, Emma," he said. "If setting some limits on your hours helps, I'm all for it." With her manager's approval, Emma began to make small changes. She set a strict end to her workday and tried to stop checking emails after that time. On weekends, she planned activities she enjoyed, like going for walks, reading, or meeting friends. She also started yoga to help her relax and clear her mind. Within a few weeks, Emma noticed a difference. She felt more rested, happier, and able to focus better at work. Her weekends became something she looked forward to again, rather than just an extension of her work week. Through these changes, Emma realised that work-life balance wasn't just about doing less work. It was about setting boundaries, taking time to recharge, and making space for things that made her happy. Emma found that with a better balance, she could be both successful in her job and enjoy life outside of work. Now, let's go through some of the vocabulary we have just read in this story. We'll start with some advanced vocabulary. Sympathetically. Sympathetically is in a way that shows understanding and care for someone's feelings. For example, Lucy nodded sympathetically. Boundaries. Boundaries are limits or rules that define what is acceptable behaviour or activity. So Emma decided to set some boundaries with her work. Campaign. A campaign is a planned series of activities to achieve a specific goal, often in marketing. Emma spent weeks organising a marketing campaign. Collaborating, or to collaborate, means to work together with others to achieve a common goal. Emma enjoyed collaborating with her team to create successful marketing strategies. Productivity. Productivity is the amount of work someone can complete effectively within a certain time. By setting boundaries, Emma found her productivity increased during working hours. To recharge is to rest and regain energy. Emma used her weekends to recharge by spending time outdoors and relaxing. Supportive. Supportive means providing help, encouragement, or approval. Emma's manager was supportive when she explained her need for a better work-life balance. Now let's go through some of the intermediate vocabulary we have just read. Admitted, or to admit, is to confess or agree that something is true. Emma admitted that she felt constantly tired. Environment. This is the surrounding conditions in which someone lives or works. Emma realised her work environment had become too stressful. Excitement. Excitement is a feeling of enthusiasm or eagerness. Emma loved the excitement of the fast-paced office life. Expects, or to expect, means to believe that something will happen or someone will do something. Emma worried her boss expects her to answer emails late in the evening. Forward means ahead in time or toward the front. Emma looked forward to having more free time. Honest. We don't pronounce the H. Honest means telling the truth or expressing your feelings openly. Lucy suggested Emma have an honest conversation with her manager about her struggles. Importance. Importance means the quality of being significant or valuable. Lucy explained the importance of setting limits. Limits. Limits means the maximum points or boundaries that cannot be exceeded. You cannot go past them. Emma decided to set limits on how late she worked each evening. Rather. Rather means to a certain degree or instead of something else. Emma preferred to spend her evenings relaxing rather than answering work emails. Realised, or to realise, means to become aware of something as true. Emma realised she needed to change her routine. Reports. Reports are written or spoken accounts of work, tasks, or events. Emma spent her weekends preparing reports. Strict. If someone is strict, then they firmly enforce or follow without exception. Emma followed a strict schedule. Now, some people will pronounce this schedule and others schedule. Now, schedule is more American English, but you will hear it almost everywhere in the UK. Schedule, schedule, people will know what you mean. Although means despite the fact that. Although her job was demanding, she managed her time effectively. Challenge. A challenge is a difficult task or problem that requires effort to overcome. Balancing work and life was a challenge Emma decided to face head on. Create. To create is to make something new or bring something into existence. Emma wanted to create a better routine that allowed time for relaxation. It's very important. Curious means eager to know or learn something or to know more. Emma was curious about how Lucy managed to balance her demanding job so well. Demanding means requiring a lot of time, effort, or attention. Emma's job became more demanding. Successful is achieving a desired goal or outcome. Emma realized that finding a balance made her more successful at work. Suggested or to suggest means to offer an idea or advice for consideration. Lucy suggested Emma stop checking emails after 6 p.m. to relax in the evenings. Unless. Unless means except if a certain condition is met. For example, Emma avoided working on weekends unless there was an urgent deadline. Urgent. Urgent means needing immediate attention or action. You need to do it now. Emma only checked her work emails on weekends if there was an urgent message. Within. Within means inside a specific time or space. Emma made noticeable improvements within a few weeks of setting her boundaries. Approval. Approval means agreement or permission for something. Emma received her manager's approval. Balance. Balance is a state where different elements are in proper proportion. It is aligned. Things are calm. Emma worked hard to find the right balance between her career and her personal life. Imagine her career on one side of the scale and her personal life on the other, and trying to make these balance. Barely. Barely means only just or almost not. Emma barely had time to spend with her friends. Constantly. If something is happening constantly, it is happening all the time or very frequently. Emma felt constantly exhausted. Deadlines. Deadlines are the time by which a task must be completed. Emma often stayed late to meet tight deadlines for her projects. Effective. Effective means producing the intended result. Setting boundaries made Emma more effective. Extension is an addition that makes something longer or larger. Emma wanted her weekends to be relaxing, not an extension of her working week. Focus. Focus means concentration or attention on a particular task or job. With clear boundaries, Emma's focus at work improved significantly. Found, or to find, means to discover or come to know something. Emma found that setting limits helped her feel rested. Interfere means to get in the way or to disrupt something. Emma decided not to let work interfere with her personal life anymore. Marketing. Marketing is the promotion of products or services to attract customers. Emma enjoyed her job in marketing, even though it was sometimes overwhelming. Nodded, or to nod, means to move your head up and down to show that you agree with something. Lucy nodded in understanding as Emma talked about her struggles with overwork. Task. A task or a job is a piece of work that needs to be done. Some people will say, I need to finish this task. Others will say, I need to finish this job. Emma decided to tackle each task during work hours and save her evenings for herself, and so she should. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you soon!